In 2025, I sold over $1 million worth of product on Amazon, and this is episode 16 of me scaling my business to $3 million in 2026. In this one, we're going to talk about how the third week of April went, what I was working on, and the numbers behind it. And before we get into it, if you guys haven't checked out the link in the description already, I run a free newsletter down below. In here, I share advice once a week on Wednesdays, giving you tips, tricks, and strategies on how you can start or scale your Amazon online arbitrage business. So feel free to go ahead and check it out. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode. Okay, so jumping into the third week of April, you guys can see here on screen that we bought around 1450-ish units. We still got some other units that are partially bought. ACOG is around $25. ASP is looking to be about $46 for the week. And then so far this month, we've bought 182 unique ASINs, which is definitely not bad at all. Projected ROI and projected margin here, we're looking at about a 32% ROI and a 17% margin. Along with that, about 67K in estimated sales from this week and 36K in spend, along with another $6,500 of money on hold, which I will say is a lot better than last month, because I feel like last month we had like egregious amounts of money on hold. So that definitely means that our supply chain has just gotten fixed up a lot from some of the systemic changes, some of the suppliers we're buying from. So that's good to see that that number is pretty low now. And then lastly, we ended off the week with projected profits to be about $11,370.14. And then our total net profit for our projections for the month of April is looking to be about 49K at a net margin of 15%. So really solid numbers there. Let's go ahead and show the payouts as well. So we're looking to be at around $133,000 in payouts for the month. So now let's go ahead, jump into the Google Sheets, and you guys will be able to see my spend, revenue, profits, margin, ROI, all that kind of stuff that I have attributed for the entire month of April. All right, so now in the Google Sheet here, you guys can see a gross profit of about 60K. Now, again, you guys already saw the adjusted net projection number on that, which was the 49K. Spend so far this month is at 177 essentially. So I think we can probably go for $250,000 in spend this month. We're just gonna have to see how the last maybe a week to 10 days of April plays out. So we just kind of have to see how things go there. Estimated sales, we're looking to be about $334,000. Margin gross is 18% and ROI gross is 34%. And we've bought almost 7,000 units this month, just shy of that. 2640 ACOG and $50 ASP here. So definitely gonna crush the spend goal that we had in mind for this month, which is really great. I mean, at this point, if we're going to spend $250,000 this month, ideally, then, for next month, I'd want to spend right around the same, maybe $250,000 to 275. And then hopefully by June, we're doing around that same number so that we can be selling $500,000 in revenue pretty much before Q3 starts, I think is going to be the goal moving forward. And at this point, this series is literally turning into like me scaling my business to $3 million, but now we're going to like 4 or 5 million. So we just have to see kind of how everything plays out. It's been some wild growth lately, so I'm just trying to keep the hot hand. But let's go ahead now and get into Seller Board, and I'll be able to show you guys what we actually made this week and everything like that. Okay, so in Seller Board for this week, we sold almost 100K worth of product, which is awesome. Over 1,800 units sold, 84 refunds, and a gross profit of 18K. If we pull up the advanced stats here, we can see that refunds were about a 4.5%. So kind of high, kind of standard. We're just kind of floating around that like 3.5 to 4 or 5% refund rate. Sellable returns came back to normal this week, so that was great. And our gross margin this week really high at 18.2. So that's super fire. I'm not sure really what caused that. I would assume it's that our prep center hadn't sent out too much inventory in this, week time period, which is causing some of those inbound charges to not necessarily rack up yet. But whatever it was, we'll definitely take the 18.2% margin. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead, run the net numbers, figure out the net profit and net margin for this week, and I will catch you guys back when I have those numbers. All right, so if we go ahead and take a look at the calculator here, this was the amount that we had in overhead this week, about $3,500 in overhead. This was how much we spent on prep. This was how much we spent for VA software, all of our operating expenses. And that brought us to a net profit this week of about $14,000. And then dividing that by our revenue for the week put us at about a net margin of 14.6%. So very high margin week. Again, I think that's probably going to be due to some inbound not going out. So we're just going to have to see how that adjusts for next week once that potentially tapers off. But a win is a win nonetheless, because that'll help pad the stats for the end result of April. So now I'm going to go ahead and start talking about what I was working on this week and just some side projects that I have that I'm kind of building alongside everything here. So what I was actually working on this week was stuff unrelated to the Amazon business. I was doing what I'd like to call some offsite building, which essentially is I'm building some other business projects that I am not going to speak about publicly yet, but they are in the works and you guys will know what that is soon. But essentially that's what I was doing for a majority of the week, was kind of just working there. Minor implementations with the software. Unfortunately, unfortunately, we were unsuccessful in getting the audits done this past week. Right now, we are missing a certain column from the CSV spreadsheet export from our prep center, so our systems are not functioning properly without that. So I'm either going to try and find another workaround, see if I can message the people who run that software and just kind of figure out what's going on. So really not much systemic changes were made this week. We're kind of just like going off of what we did last week. Same with just overall running the business. We spent close to 40K this week, which was okay. At this point, we're kind of looking to spend roughly about 50K a week. And then, we'll have a couple days where we spend a lot more money, and that helps weigh everything out. So definitely a lower spend week. But however, I did get a better vision on how we're going to run some of the team meetings moving forward, because I touched on that in last week's episode. At least for the sourcing department, we're going to be running what I like to call Feedback Fridays, which is essentially where we go over things that need improved throughout the week. So right now I'm kind of looking at a bunch of Loom videos from our new hires and just seeing what needs refined in their process, what needs touched up. And we're going to use some of that on a live video with all of us so that we can kind of all learn from each other, learn from mistakes, and hopefully be able to implement things a lot faster. And I also want to make it a point to start connecting more personally with my team. So we're going to be running Feedback Fridays, a once a week group call with the sourcing team. For the admin team, we're still kind of figuring that out. So we'll just have to see how all that stuff plays out. Again, I've been playing in a lot of different roles this month, so I'm just trying to balance everything out as best I can and improve areas where I see super necessary. And then really some ideas I have for next week is just getting back on track with like regular business operations. Definitely still going to be seeking out some software improvements and getting our audits done. I have some other software things that I want to be working on as well, like getting our seller board cogs automatically updated. We did try running Claude Cowork this week. It was poor, very slow, but it did do it. It just wasn't very accurate. So really not sure how I'm going to move forward with that one, because that is something I need to get off of me and my team's plate. It just needs to be done accurately, or else we can't rely on AI to do it for us. So that's going to be kind of a doozy, but we're going to continue experimenting with that and then continue building the offsite project in my spare time as well. Right now, again, my hand is just in so many different realms to where I'm juggling the offsite stuff, software development, moving the team forward, trying to spend money, scale the business up. So it's a lot all at once for sure, but I'm really enjoying it. And to be honest, like it's kind of fun being this locked in, because you get to look back at every single month and be like, there's so much that's changing. And I think a big part of that is just investing into the things that actually move the needle forward. And I think that's what's really helped the growth this year. Is like last year I was very self-centered in the sense of like I was just trying to improve my skill. But now that I have the skills necessary to do bigger numbers, it's more about looking at everybody else on my team and figuring out how I can make their lives better and their lives more efficient, and essentially just have everyone focused on revenue generating activities for the business. And I think that's been a big focal point as to why we've been able to grow so much, is just taking that, whether it's financial or time investment, into the team, again, by building software, doing other things, taking meetings regularly, all this kind of stuff, connecting with them. Like I think that's been a huge part of our growth. So just really plan to keep doing all the same stuff moving forward, just with adding more stuff continuously as these weeks go on. And hopefully by April I want to have all these software changes done. I want to have a clear idea as to what we're going to be moving forward towards for May. And essentially I also want to be over $250,000 in spend at this point. So lots of new things coming for May. I'm really excited to see what we have in store. But for right now, we just got to keep working hard, keep putting up 10-12 hour days every single day, and just keep moving the needle. And with all that out of the way, guys, that's probably going to do it for this video. I know this was a shorter weekly update, but again, just didn't have too much to talk about with the Amazon business specifically. Next week should be a little bit more jam-packed with some stuff, since we've got some things on the horizon. Again, really depends how these software changes go, so we'll just have to see. If you guys again haven't checked out the weekly newsletter, definitely feel free to check it out. And with all that out of the way, I will catch you guys in the next video. So bye for now.